Durag Wisdom here, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Earth Day Y2k19.06.19. I want to do a full disclosure before I start this broadcast. I have friends who are Trump supporters. I have, like the person that I get my medication, my marijuana medication from, is a Republican Trump supporter. I have ex-students who are Trump supporters. It pains me what I'm about to tell you on this broadcast, but I'm not going to give up or excommunicate people I know, friends of mine, whatever, because they voted for this creep. After the Trump goon was flushed into our Oval Office, there were many who became buyer's remorse voters for Trump. They realized they had been conned, that they had voted for someone that they thought would bring them something different. The Trump traitor brought us something different, all right, but not the sunshine and flowers some Trump voters thought he would bring. Many of those who rejected Trump after voting for him will hopefully show up to the polls to rectify their gross mistake. And yet, there are still 35 to 40% in our country, that's 35 to 40% in our country of registered voters who support the dictator in waiting. This amounts to around 65 to 70 million people. 65 to 70 million people. And that, my friends, is a serious number. So if we liberals decide to stay home and not vote again, there is a good chance that the cancer in chief will be back again to continue destroying our country. He must hope that all of his followers will attend the polls, and that just enough liberals won't vote to give the pernicious creep the cursed Electoral College again. I say ignore every poll there is that says Trump is losing, and pay attention to those polls that continue to show the fiends 40% support among the die-hard Trump cultists. Again, I take these people very seriously. They are the clueless citizens who allowed an Adolf Hitler to come to power. The same mentality. Also, the only real poll you should pay attention to is the one you will attend on election day, hopefully. Thus, we no longer have a buyer's remorse Trump voter. Every single Trump supporter now has had a chance to see the kind of monster their boy is. And if they still support him, it says more about them than it says about hair monster, birther bastard, Putinist Trump. Well, I would love to be able to debate issues with these folks, these Trump supporters, these die-hard Trump supporters, these post-2016, these Y2k16 Trump supporters. You might as well forget it, because you can't debate a fundamentalist. You can't debate an extremist, hate monger supporting Trump voter. I believe that it is safe for me to say that unlike Y2k16, where you had a mixture of folks voting for Trump because, again, some thought he would bring something different, now those supporting the traitor are simply frothing at the mouth, Nazi racist. And that includes any member of my Jewish tribe who supports him too. That's right, frothing at the mouth, Nazi racist. They know the kind of outrages Trumpenstuppen has perpetrated since he was flushed into office, and they are intent on bowing down to their filthy king again. In Y2k19 and Y2k20, Trump now depends on his fanatic cult followers to bring him another term, and maybe even more. They have dropped all pretense, and given the right circumstances, will sweep their creep into office again in order to build Trump's Fourth Reich. I am sorry that I was not able to hold back my contempt for the Trump voters' intent on creating a dictatorship of America. These are people, after all, who believe there are good Nazis on both sides. I mean, if you support the Nazi Trump creep, then you must support this. They believe that the planet is ours to destroy. They support the notion of having religious extremist jurists and the rapist Kavanaugh. They believe that countries with people of color are shitholes. They want walls around our entire country, especially at the Mexican border. They believe that it is okay for women to be blocked from abortion services. They want our elections to be gerrymandered to the fullest extreme possible. They want an end to regulations so that we can all breathe poison air and drink contaminated water. These garbage Trump supporters believe that the press is the enemy of the people. Yeah, let that creep in Saudi Arabia murder more journalists if we're up to these people who are going to vote for Trump. And that a president is above the law, that's what they love the most. Defy what makes us this country that we are. Putin loves the Trump supporter. As one Trump supporter put it, if we are going to have a dictatorship in our country, I hope it is Trump. Can you believe that? It's like I'm in a nightmare. Finally, these Trump supporters support the building of concentration detention camps for migrant children. And they support the separation of children from their parents, just like the good old Nazis did. I make no bones about it. These Trump supporters are despicable people, the ones now. And they support a despicable traitor, Putinist president. Sadly and tragically, never the roads will meet between me and these Trump-supporting fascists. With my friends, my close friends, with my pharmacist I get my good stuff from, I try to avoid politics as much as possible. But they know where I stand. Sadly, this is what a civil war is all about. Right now, it is a cold civil war. But give it some time. And the day that the Nazi Trump supporters shove Trump down our throats for another term is the day that this war may get hot. I know that you Trump supporting maggots want a hot civil war. What you say, what you do, how you feel, I've seen it. I feel it. Keep pushing Trump on us. And tragically, because Putin will love this too, you will get the hot civil war you desire.